moved across northern Illinois, mainly affecting areas north of I-80. While most of these storms were not severe, some pockets of gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour were observed. The bigger story, though, was the heavy rainfall that came with it, as storms trained over the same areas for a few hours. Here we can see the swath of 1 to 3 inch rain totals, with locally much higher amounts near the Rockford area. In and around Rockford, as much as 4 to 6 inches of rain fell, with water rescues performed overnight. Heavy thunderstorms went over this area for as many as 3 to 4 hours. Now, let's take a look at what's to come. Looking at satellite here, first we see our overnight thunderstorm complex dying out across Indiana, beginning to enter Ohio. Now next, of more importance, we have a stronger thunderstorm complex here diving southward out of Wisconsin. This will likely affect northern Illinois early this morning, arriving at the border as early as 6 a.m. Then, we have a third complex that you'll notice out here moving across South Dakota that was responsible for some extreme damaging winds last night across the northern plains. While this is dying out, the disturbance it leaves behind will likely move into northern Illinois by later today, and it could be a catalyst for renewed thunderstorm development this evening. Looking at our next thunderstorm complex on radar just before 5 a.m. shows a robust line of thunderstorms moving across Wisconsin towards the same areas that were hit pretty hard last night. While last night's storms have taken much of the instability out of the atmosphere across northern Illinois, that'll quickly change this morning as southwest winds try to propel some warm and unstable air back into the atmosphere right out ahead of these storms. We do expect this line to continue to push southeastward, likely mainly below severe limits this morning, but gusty winds will still be possible. This green shaded area here is being outlooked for potential flash flooding by the WPC this morning, especially in areas that were hard hit by heavy rain and thunderstorms last night. Again, the biggest threat with the storms this morning will be heavy rain and localized flooding. By mid-morning, we should begin to clear out, and several hours of the afternoon should be dry with sunshine. If things clear out as we think they should this afternoon, temperatures will rise into the low mid-90s. It'll feel quite hot. Heat index values will be in the 100 to 105 degree range, just below heat advisory criteria. Tomorrow may be even hotter. By late this afternoon and into the evening hours, the atmosphere will be re-primed for explosive thunderstorm development, which could take place across southern Wisconsin or northern Illinois later today. Timing and location will depend on how these morning storms behave, but chances for scattered clusters of storms will be the highest across the northern third of the state once again. The timing for this will likely be around 5 to 11 p.m. or so, meaning it'll likely be another stormy night for many of the same locations. A reminder that we do have a level 1 out of 5 risk for much of the northern half of the state. Depending on how volatile the atmosphere is later today, we may need to add an area of a level 2 for areas in northern Illinois. Damaging winds, hail, and once again very heavy rainfall will be the primary threats today and this evening. Monday could be a bit more serious in terms of severe weather though, as better wind shear looks to arrive out ahead of yet another disturbance. Of course, Monday's storm chances will ride on what happens with tonight's storms, but we'll have to watch for a bit more of a potent and maybe more widespread severe threat on Monday. While it's hard to forecast for these types of patterns, one thing is certain, it's a very active and hot pattern we're in. Things do look to calm down after Tuesday, thankfully. So as we wake up this morning and watch to the northwest for our next round of storms, be sure to check our page throughout the day for updates. Thanks for watching.